If the Booker Prize is posh bingo, then trying to anticipate the winner of the Nobel Prize for Literature is a wild goose chase. Hello, I'm Eric. I'm a keen reader, and I really enjoy following book prizes. And today, one of the biggest in the world is going to be announced. The 2025 winner of the Nobel Prize for Literature is going to be announced very soon. So I thought it would be fun to watch it together, and you can see my instant reaction. And so I'm here on the YouTube page for the Nobel Prize. There are already over 1,700 people watching this stream already. It's going to be announced at noon here in the UK, and already there's lots of comments from people chiming in from all around the world, which is really exciting to see, and advocating for their own winner, or their own hopeful winner. And so I just had to type in my always hopeful, my favorite author, Joyce Carol Oates. So I typed that into the comments. Now, to try to anticipate the winner of this prize, it's so difficult because the Swedish Academy, they have a very secretive nomination process, which is very mysterious. But I think the committee narrows it down to 5 authors that they want to consider for a short list of possibilities of the winner, and then they go to read all of their work and meet and discuss all of them. And the notes about those discussions are held secret for 50 years. So it's going to be a long time before we discover their reasoning behind, full reasoning behind picking the winner of this year's award. Now, last year's winner was the South Korean author Han Kang, which was very exciting to see. I think she was kind of midway down the bookies lists of possibilities of winners of this prize. And so I reread the novel Human Acts with my online book club at the beginning of this year. It's such a moving and impactful book, and read her new novel We Do Not Part, which I think is so powerful. And both of these books look at the legacies of large-scale killing by the government in different contexts, and in the different characters' lives and how it affects them. But they're so poetically written and have so much philosophical insight to them that I think she was a really fantastic and exciting winner. Now, will I know the winner of this year's Nobel Prize? I don't know, because it could be any author from anywhere in the world. An author wins for their body of work rather than a particular book, and quite often the winners are ones that I've not heard of before, or that I'm familiar with. And so I might have to do some quick looking up of who the winner is, depending on who is actually picked. Now, for the bookies anticipated winners, there's a list on LitHub that Emily Temple sort of compiled of the possibilities of winners. So there are listed here, although I don't always trust bookies choices. I mean, certainly with the Booker Prize, they just seem to go with who has won the most awards already and who's the most well known. It's really interesting seeing this list. So at the very top there is Gerald Murnane, who is an Australian author, and he's topped the list of possibilities for a while. I've only read one book of his, which I did think was really excellently written. I don't know if it's worthy of the Nobel Prize for Literature. His writing's somewhat similar to that of Samuel Beckett, in this kind of exploring the absurdities and philosophical questions about life. But also there is László Krasznahorkai, the Hungarian author, who'd be a really interesting choice. The Mexican author, Cristina Rivera Garza, who I've read a novel of hers, The Iliac Crest. She would be a really fascinating choice as well. Haruki Murakami is a perpetual choice. Mircea Cartarescu, the Romanian author. It would be so exciting to see him win because I loved his novel Solenoid. So excited. A new novel of his has been translated and is being published in English very, very soon. There's the author Kan Shu, the Chinese author who is a kind of avant-garde author, and she's been very high up on lists in the past, and so Emily Teppel anticipates because she's fallen down a bit in the list. That means she'll probably win this year's prize. There's Thomas Pynchon, who is very old now, but who's just published a new novel. And so, yeah, a lot of these authors that have been perpetually nominated for a long period of time, they're getting on in years. They don't have many more chances of actually winning this year's prize. There's the Australian author, Alexis Wright, and Jamaica Kincaid. It'd be really exciting if she were to win. Salman Rushdie also seems like a very sound choice. But yeah, a lot of these I think would be really exciting if they won. I don't know quite a few of them. Colm Tobin, that'd be great to see him win. Karl Ove Knausgaard, I think he's a strong possibility. Isabel Allende, that'd be really exciting. Yoko Tawada, she's published so much, the Japanese author, that I think she lives in Germany. And Joyce Carol Oates is on the list, as is Margaret Atwood. Margaret Atwood, a perpetual possibility for the prize, and Paul Simon and Stephen King. So yeah, so many possibilities. But yeah, the announcement will be very soon. The winner receives 11 million Swedish kroner, which is a lot. That's over $1 million US and almost 900,000 British pounds. So yeah, it's quite a substantial prize. And I've told my online book club that if Joyce Carol Oates wins, then I'm going to very cheekily send her a message and ask if I can be her guest to do this ceremony. But yeah, I'm going to wait for now to see when the announcement starts, and then we can watch together. There's gossip in the chat that it's been leaked that László Krasznahorkai has won the prize. Is that actually true? Let's see. It's starting. I've been waiting. Kane has just commented that Joyce Carol Oates is too good for their taste. I mean, it's been said before that Joyce Carol Oates probably could never win the prize because I think the committee has to read all of the authors' work, and Joyce Carol Oates has written so much that some have speculated that this would disqualify her for the prize, which would be a very, very strange thing to that a writer writing so much would mean kind of knock them out of the competition for one of the biggest literature prizes in the world. They're giving some Nobel facts, and the oldest winner of the prize was Doris Lessing at 87 years old. And of course, one of the greatest clips from Nobel history is Doris Lessing being stopped by a reporter and being told that she has won the Nobel Prize for Literature. And she is just like, oh, and rolls her eyes. If you haven't watched that, go look up that clip. Everyone's waiting for the door to open.
Mycket välkomna till Svenska Akademin och årets tillkännagivande. Jag heter Mats Malm och är Akademins ständiga sekreterare. Akademin har sammanträtt och det finns ett beslut om vem som tilldelas årets Nobelpris i litteratur. Welcome to the Swedish Academy. My name is Mats Malm. I'm the permanent secretary of the Academy. The Academy has now convened and we can announce its decision on the Nobel Prize in Literature. Nobelpriset i litteratur år 2025 tilldelas den ungerska författaren László Krasznahorkai för hans visionära och kraftfulla författarskap som mitt i undergångens fasa upprätthåller tron på konstens möjligheter.
Is that right?
The Nobel Prize in Literature for 2025 is awarded to the Hungarian author László Krasznahorkai.
Oh, that leak was correct!
Compelling and visionary oeuvre that in the midst of apocalyptic terror reaffirms the power of art. Jag har just fått tag i László Krasznahorkai på telefon. Han var inte i Ungern.
Wow! Oh my gosh!
Frankfurt
I have not read any of his work yet, so I have some reading to do.
I just reached László Krasznahorkai on the telephone on a visit in Frankfurt, where he was.
Must be very happy.
We have started to discuss things about arrangements in December.
It's very solemn.
Yet.
There we have it, the winner, László Krasznahorkai, the Hungarian novelist and screenwriter who is often known for his postmodern, dystopian, quite melancholic novels. He is 71 years old and he won the Man Booker International Prize in 2015, so the Booker Prize has quite a good hit rate now of their previous winners winning the Nobel Prize for Literature. I was actually quite surprised that his novel Herscht 07769 wasn't listed for the International Booker Prize this year, even though I haven't read it yet, but it had such great reviews. It's good to see that there are several of his books and novels that have been translated into English, so there's The Melancholy of Resistance, there's the one I just mentioned, there's War, and Santiago, and Mountain to the North, A Lake to the South, Paths to the West, A River to the East. Very long title for that one. There is Chasing Homer, there's Siobo there below, The Last Wolf, and Herman. So yeah, lots and lots to choose from. I don't know where I'm going to start in reading his work. If you're a fan of his books and have one that you want to suggest to me, please let me know about that in the comments below. It's impressive that he supported himself as a writer ever since he finished university, and Susan Sontag once said of him that he is the contemporary Hungarian master of apocalypse who inspires comparisons with Gogol and Melville. And also W.G. Sebald said of him, the universality of Krasznahorkai's vision rivals that of Gogol's Dead Souls and far surpasses all the lesser concerns of contemporary writing. So there we have it. They're still continuing to discuss his writing and work, so I'm going to go and listen to that now, but lots to explore, although he sounds like the kind of author that you need to be in the right frame of mind to read his work. If it's very melancholic, that I might need to steel myself and for reading this sort of writing, but I'm very excited to dive in. Let me know what you think of the winner, if you've read any of his books, or if you're excited to now, and I will speak to you again soon. Bye-bye.